Came across this post in my support group, so I'm gonna keep this real anonymous, y'all. What stood out to me is not what this woman went through, but the clarity that she gained from it. This woman spent 40 years in a narcissistic abusive marriage. This woman's husband was controlling, dominating, emotionally abusive, physically abusive, spiritually abusive, all of the above. In 4 years, she thought things were gonna change. She prayed, she hoped, she extended grace, she extended mercy, all of the things, but she was left with a great deal of disappointment. And over time, this didn't just affect her, it affected her kids. This woman carried a lot of guilt. And eventually she said the Lord opened her eyes, not all at once though, but slowly and clearly. She realized that staying in this relationship was costing her more than leaving ever could. And after 40 years, God opened the door and provided a way of escape. And she walked right through it. She divorced her husband, and she described this as being set free and released from prison. But y'all, 11 days after her divorce, her husband died. Wasn't no warning, wasn't no time to process, not even no space to catch a breath from the divorce. He died. She said it felt unreal. She was very confused. She kept asking God, what was this? She felt like God was playing a prank on her. She hadn't even had time to settle into her new life before death entered the picture. And what made it even harder was the trauma bond. Because even when somebody's hurting you, even when somebody's trying to control you, even when somebody refuses to change, it doesn't make that trauma bond go away overnight. So she found herself grieving, wrestling with emotions that she didn't even expect to feel. There were moments where she questioned everything, her purpose, all the years that she stayed in this relationship, even the things that she believed that God had spoken over her life. And at her lowest point, the weight of all of it almost took her out. Yes, she used the word that's like unalive. Okay, she was feeling like she wanted to do that. But when she finally stopped carrying what was never hers to carry, she surrendered. She submitted herself unto the Lord, and something shifted in her. God met her right there in all of her pain, in all of her confusion, in all of her grief. He met her there with truth. Truth about her marriage, truth about the dysfunction of her marriage. He showed her what would have happened if she stayed, and he revealed to her that he was waiting for her to move. He needed for her to get out of the way. He revealed to her that the wages of sin is death, and yes, not just a spiritual death, sometimes a physical death. You know, her story is really giving Abigail and Nabal. Tell me if you know that story, y'all. It's giving that, right? You remember that? Abigail chose wisdom and separation. And once she stepped away, God handled Nabal without her having to destroy herself in the process. This woman is wiser. This woman is clearer. And she's walking in a new sense of purpose. So here are 3 of the takeaways that I got from her story. Sometimes obedience looks like getting up out of that relationship, especially when God gives you a way of escape. You know your way of escape? Clarity, revelation, insight. When God is showing you something, that is the entryway. The door is opening. That is your entryway of escape. It's wisdom. It's revelation. It's understanding. Uh-oh, this is toxic. Uh-oh, I could really get hurt here. Uh-oh, it's time for me to go. Number 2, you are not responsible for somebody else's repentance. You're just not. That's self-explanatory. Number 3, freedom comes with grief, but bondage will always cost you more. Freedom comes with grief, but bondage will always cost you more. And if it costs you your peace, it costs too much. If this resonated with you, I want you to like, I want you to comment or share with a friend. I would love to hear y'all takeaways. Love you. Bye.